Okay, hey guys, the first story is by Diabetes Boyfriend 21. It's Emily also for leaving no snacks for my diabetic boyfriend who had hypoglycemia today. The story is simple and short. I came home, I found some snacks like one chocolate bar and one yogurt box and one juice box. I ate them. My boyfriend came home 2 hours later and the first thing he said, Jane, sugar, give me something sweet, fast. So I realized his sugar was low. He hurried fast to the fridge and he found nothing. He started panicking and I told him I ate the last one. And he kept yelling at me because the next store is a bit far, so he drank a cup of water mixed with sugar and told me to quickly bring him something sweet from the store because pure sugar isn't fast to break down or something like that. I don't know. Eventually, Eventually, I brought him 3 chocolate bars and one box of juice, and it only took 30 to 40 minutes. After he got his sugar levels to normal, he continued to yell at me for not thinking about him, for eating everything on the bridge without thinking about him in case of an emergency, since he has diabetes. My defense is that how could I know he would have a diabetic episode, or whatever it's called in English, today? I just found some snacks. We equally paid for it. I need something sweet and I ate it. Any person would have done this. I'm a ass over it. I mean, for me personally, like, no one is. I don't know how to say this, but if I had to say, probably no or like yes, both of y'all probably. But I really don't know. I'm gonna go check the comments. This comment sent by Hot Specialist says, You're the asshole. It's clear from the couple of times you use the phrase or whatever that you don't pay attention. You don't really care and that you're fully self centered. Any reasonable person would know that the diabetic. Hey guys, the second story is by Oddbad408 and it's Mariaso for telling my new neighbor I don't see us as being friends. My husband, I might ask for telling my new neighbor I don't see us as being friends. My husband, 36 male, and I, 29 female, have been living in our new neighbor for 5 years. Our house is towards the edge of the complex, and neither of us are very social, so we keep to ourselves. The rest of the people in our area tend to do as well. We we had we had someone that moved in down the street maybe a month or so ago. Didn't really know much about them except I noticed when we drove by that it looked like they had a young child and that they had social political signs out in the front that indicate we were pretty much the opposite side of the political spectrum. 2 days ago there was a knock at the door. I opened it because I was expecting a package and it was a woman about my age. She introduced herself as my new neighbor and started talking a mile a minute. She told me that she had 3 children, was a SAHM, was, was new to the area, and some other stuff that I really don't remember. Then she started peppering me with questions and seemed to get more and more disappointed as I answered. She asked if I had children. No. Did we plan on having children? No. Do I have any social activities in the area? No. Do I have any local mom groups? Confused, no. Do I ever babysit? Hard no. You get the picture. Wait, while she asked a babysit question, that's kind of weird. Kind of. I know. She seemed to have run out of steam and almost pouted and said it didn't seem like we did much at all. I laughed and told her that my husband and I preferred things quiet and kept to ourselves, but that was the neighborhood seems to get a bit more busy and social closer to the center of it because there was a school, so maybe she could find something more what she was looking for there. She see, she said she was hoping to get to know her closer neighbors and told me to come over for coffee sometime and I could meet her kids and husband. I thanked her politely but was honest and told her I didn't seem like we had much in common and I couldn't really get to see us being friends. But that but that I was sure she could find a good mom group and playground towards the center of the neighborhood. She got visibly angry and asked if my husband was was as big of an asshole as I was. Hold up. Bro, you're not even an asshole. You're telling her, like, oh, have you tried going there where, like, more people are and shit? Like, what the fuck? This lady's being a dick, bro. Asshole as I was because I was direct. And hey guys, the last story is why I found treasure. And it's I'm at a asshole for getting upset that my husband, when I came to the hospital to visit my husband, he didn't have his wedding ring on. To begin, I want to mention that he is 30 and I am 26. We got married 4 months ago. He had a bad knee that got worse after an accident he had last month and needed surgery, which took place days ago. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there with him during the surgery after that because of work, but I did went to visit him as soon as I got off, which was around 7 p.m. His mom was with him when I walked in his room. I found him asleep, but his mom said he was awake earlier and was able to interact and speak with her and his dad. I noticed he didn't have his wedding band on his finger. I felt a bit confused but quite bothered thinking he might have lost it since he came to the hospital wearing it. I was aware that he might have removed everything before surgery, but as his mom said, he was awake and early, and I felt confused why he didn't put his band on. I waited for him to woke him up and brought it up with him. He got irritated and called me ridiculous, saying it's ridiculous and said a weird hung up on the wedding band being on display. I told him he should have noticed he wasn't wearing it, but he said it wasn't it wasn't like he lost it, it's that he just kept it safe so he didn't get why it was a set. We have a small argument and exchange some words when his mom took me outside of the room